Hello, and today we're going to start talking about section 8.4, which is about multiplying special cases. And this is about special cases of polynomials, mostly binomials. But take notes. And I want to make one announcement before going through this. A lot of this has to deal with certain scenarios that just work out mathematically the way they are. If for any reason you're not following along, you can always solve all these binomials by doing the FOIL method still. So, squares of binomials. So if we have a plus b squared, it equals a squared plus 2ab plus b squared, and a minus b squared equals a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. If this doesn't make sense, you could always rewrite this as a plus b times a plus b and work it out using FOIL. Same thing down here. Write this as a minus b times a minus b. And then work that out as well. You'll get the same answer. Just sometimes there are shortcuts in math that you can take with certain situations, and this is one of them. So I have x minus 3 squared. So it's going to use a minus b squared. It's going to use this formula. So it's going to take the a term, which is the first term. So in this case it's x, and it's going to square it. So we get x squared. And then it's minus 2 times a and b. So 3 is my b, x is my a. So it's minus 2 times 3 times x. So it's minus 6x. And then plus b squared. So it's plus 3 squared or plus 9. And it's just following a formula. Again, if you don't want to use this, that's perfectly fine. You could always just work it out with FOIL method. Try this one. So if you did this, you'd get x squared plus 2 times a times b, so 2 times 6 times x, so it's 12x, plus b squared or plus 6 squared, which is 36. Alright, so now let's say we need to find the square of a number that is really big and we don't know it off the top of our head. For example, 42. We can do this not necessarily by doing mental math, but by writing it out as 40 plus 2 squared, because 40 plus 2 is 42. Or I can write this as 40 plus 2 times 40 plus 2. So you could use the formula, the squares of binomial a plus b squared for this one, or you could work it out. I'm just going to work it out the FOIL method so you can see it using FOIL. So 40 times 40 is 1,600. 40 times 2 is 80. And 2 times 40 is 80. And then 2 times 2 is 4. So then I put this all together. I have 1,600 plus 80 plus 80 plus 4. That's going to give me 1,764. Okay, so try this one on your own. If you're having trouble start it, you could do it as 30 plus 7 squared, or you could do this as 40 minus 3 squared. Both of those will give you the same answer. I personally am going to do 40 minus 3 squared. And so I get 40 minus 3 times 40 minus 3. So that gives me 1,600, because 40 times 40, doing the FOIL method. 40 minus 3 is minus 120. And minus 3 times 40 is minus another 120. And then minus 3 times minus 3 is plus 9. So now I have 1,600 minus 120 minus 120 plus 9. And this is eventually going to equal 1,369. The difference of squares. This one is actually very helpful in math. And it's whenever you have two binomials, and notice it's a plus b times a minus b. That's equal to the difference, so subtraction, that's what difference means, of squares, a squared and b squared. So it's a squared minus b squared, the difference of squares. So following this formula, you could work this out using FOIL if you want, but using the formula, you get x squared minus 6 squared minus 36. If I worked it out, I would get x squared plus 6x minus 6x minus 36. Doing the FOIL method, those would cancel out and I'd just be left with x squared minus 36. So try this one, the difference of squares, m plus 9 times m minus 9. So the difference of squares would be m squared plus 9 minus 9 is minus 81, because 9 squared is 81. Alright, and then mental math. Certain times you have a multiplication problem that you can rewrite doing the FOIL method. So it says find 82 times 78. Well, 82 can be written as 80 plus 2, and 78 can be written as 80 minus 2. And so it's a difference of squares because it's 80 plus 2 times 80 minus 2. So you do 80 squared minus 2 squared, and you get 6,400 minus 4, or 6,396. And that's what 82 times 78 is. So try this one. 31 times 29. So I can rewrite this as 30 plus 1 times 30 minus 1. So it's a difference of squares, so it's 30 squared minus 1 squared, or 900 minus 1, which is 899. Alright, and so your quiz question for tomorrow, I'm going to give you 2. I want you to tell me what is x plus 4 squared, what is that equal to? And what is what is 2p plus 8 times 2p minus 8 equal to? Those are your 2 quiz questions. Hopefully you took some good notes and hopefully this made sense. Remember that all of these problems that we did today can be solved using the FOIL method. So if you're stuck, go back to multiplying binomials using the FOIL method, or distributive property, or you can make the table if you want to. Any of those methods will work. All right, have a wonderful evening, and I will see you tomorrow.